Hi, if you are a busy woman who struggles with anxiety, I have a special message for you today, and that is that your anxiety is offering you a superpower, your own personal superpower. And the really cool thing about this is that you can use this superpower to bring greater peace into your life, to relieve the same anxiety that is offering you this superpower. So glad to have you here today. I'm Stephanie Lindloff. I'm an eco-intuitive coach and teacher, and I help busy women who struggle with anxiety to find simple moments of greater peace and clarity, all with Mother Earth. And when you come away from our session today, you are going to recognize, you'll have a new perspective on the gifts, yes, the gifts that your anxiety is offering to you. You will also come away with a deepened relationship with Mother Earth and the healing that she can provide, as well as a greater connection with your own loving and wise intuition. We're going to close with a very simple practice that you can put to use immediately to help you embrace your anxiety superpower and experience greater peace in your life. Of course, if you are here, you are probably a woman who is experiencing anxiety, and boy, so many of us are. Anxiety has truly become an epidemic in our world today, and you need and deserve to have simple practices that can help you relieve that and to bring greater self-awareness into your life so that you can experience more peace and more clarity of thought, more clarity in your decision making, in the next steps that you want to take to experience more fulfillment and contentment. First of all, I do want to say that if you are struggling with anxiety, what I am suggesting is something that I know can help you because it has helped me. I am a lifelong anxiety sufferer, warrior, let's say. I like that word better, an anxiety warrior. I do take a low dose of anxiety medication. What I am offering to you is not meant to be a complete replacement to traditional approaches like medication and therapy. This is just taking it a little step further and specifically allowing you to connect with those gifts that you hold within yourself so that you can see your anxiety as offering you these wonderful gifts that you can then apply in your life. When we really are aware of how our anxiety shows up in our life, we can observe it and we can allow ourselves to see it from a new perspective that can shift things, transform that anxiety into a true gift that can provide you with so many benefits moving forward. And one of the most common symptoms, the most common things that those of us with anxiety struggle with is this heightened alertness, this state of heightened awareness of being sensitive to what is going on around us. And in some ways, I call it being hyper vigilant. It's that sense that we need to always be on alert, that we need to be aware of what's happening around us, that we need to be, projecting out into the future. We need to be looking out into what could happen, the whole series of what ifs. And if you struggle with anxiety, I bet you know this well, that this can easily keep us in a fight or flight mode, which is this heightened sense of awareness that is not good for us on a whole variety of levels. Our nervous systems, our ability to process information, to make decisions quickly, to take action, even our ability to sleep, of course, and to have good relationships, good solid relationships with those we love, because that sense of like impending doom or that we always need to be aware of what's going on around us can really cause a lot of issues in our lives. And I've started to think of it as it's almost like, a toddler running around with with a pair of scissors. When our anxiety is when we don't see it for what it is and understand how it affects our life, it can easily run your life. When we choose to see this hypervigilance as something that could actually keep us in the present moment rather than leading us to project everything out into the future, and we recognize that it is feeding this fight or flight, we can then tell ourselves, let's just harness this superpower that we have, this ability to be aware of what is going around us in the present moment, and use it to bring your awareness even deeper into the present. And this is where your relationship with nature, with Mother Earth, it opens the door to create gifts for you and healing that your anxiety is actually providing the foundation for. So when we turn that hypervigilance into the ability to be aware of the sights and sounds and smells and textures that you are aware of around you while you're in nature, you are automatically inviting yourself to come deeper into the present moment. When you are intentional about focusing on what you're experiencing in that moment, it shifts your awareness from the future very gently to the present. And as you do this as a practice over and over, you will recognize that that shift, while it may seem very subtle in some ways, you're actually training your brain and your body as a result to use your awareness, your hyper-vigilance, your hyper-awareness of what is going on around you to be solidly in the present. The sights and smells that you can experience in nature, the touch, the sounds, all of these things are an invitation for you to become more present, to embrace your ability to be sensitive to the things that others may find very subtle and as a result can be easily overlooked. And if you have this ability, this amazing superpower of being very aware of your surroundings, you will find yourself being able to observe things in nature that blow your mind, and that bring you into an even greater relationship with the present moment, with all of the wonder and awe and beauty that is available to you in the present moment. When you become an observer of the overlooked, it opens up a whole new world for you. And truly, it opens up magic for you because you will be able to see the things that you have been walking past or driving past for years and years, and suddenly you'll be able to tap into that as a way to become more grounded, more present, more centered, and better able to connect with your loving intuition, the language of your soul. So you can see how this is a wonderfully healing gift that your anxiety and Mother Earth are offering you as they worked together. This gift of awareness and these gifts, these often, very subtle gifts from Mother Earth that will help you experience greater peace and will be training your brain to be looking for those things that bring you healing and peace rather than what could be impending doom or something to fear or something to, fight or flee from. So this is a simple practice that retrains your brain, and Mother Earth has such an amazing way of doing that for you. So I really hope that you give this a try. Now, some of the very simple things that you can do, I just picked up a couple of natural things to show you. Now, I found this leaf on the ground. It's a very simple leaf, a leaf from one of our silver maple trees. And this time of year, it's really fascinating to just look at things in nature because they are changing so dramatically, right? The leaves are changing color, they're falling from the trees, they're getting kind of crinkly. Sometimes there's little things that are hidden within the leaf folds. They have a nice sound and a nice texture, and there's just something very grounding about taking a look at how a leaf is formed, because ultimately it is essential. The leaf is essential to the whole well-being of the tree. So again, this is a way of shifting our focus to something small, something that may be overlooked or just, taken for granted in nature around us, that will bring you into a place of wonder and a place of presence that will bring healing for you because it opens up space for you to simply be and experience. And this is what your nervous system really needs when you are a person struggling with anxiety. One other thing that I always, of course, love to share at this time of year are milkweed seeds. And these beautiful fluffy seeds that come out of the milkweed pods. Now, a lot of these seeds have already fallen off, but you can see the fluff. And boy, I'm telling you, it is fluffy and it feels so good. It is a textural sensory experience that is really lovely. And if you have a chance to check out some milkweed, I really encourage you to do so because it feels so good. It will definitely bring you into the present moment. And if you have a little bit of wind, let them go and let them fly and let those seeds go on to land and germinate somewhere else in your area, and you'll be benefiting monarch butterflies because, as you may know, the only plant that monarch caterpillars can eat is the milkweed plant. So when you help plant more milkweed plants, you are directly helping to restore a species that is almost endangered in our country. The simple practice that you can start today is by looking, observing, spending those moments. And I'm telling you, it only needs to be a few moments every day to start training your brain to be aware of the little things in nature that draw your awareness, that spark a sense of curiosity and wonder, and that in that moment bring you deeper into yourself so that you can experience more of the healing that is available to you from Mother Earth and from your beautiful soul. Something that you might want to consider doing if you have to spend a lot of time indoors, which most of us do, I recommend picking up a couple of small natural items, put it in your pocket, maybe a sweet little stone that has sparkles in it, or a couple of, some very interesting coloration in it, or a little piece of wood that is just intriguing to you. Something that you can just easily slip into your pocket or put on your desk in front of your computer or put on, the dash of your car if you have to drive a lot. Something very simple that reminds you that there is so much beauty and wonder and awe to experience in the smallest things in nature. You don't need to go out into a huge landscape to experience the kind of peace and healing that nature is always offering to you. So when you begin to observe these smaller things in nature, welcome them into your world, view that object as though you've never seen it before, and and approach it with a beginner's mind, with a learner's mind. See what more you're able to appreciate about that item, about that beautiful aspect of nature that you were drawn to for a very special reason. We're training your brain to focus on the present, to focus your hyper awareness, your hyper vigilance, focusing it on the present moment, on the here and now, you will experience how your personal anxiety superpower is actually giving you so many gifts that you can start applying in your life right away. I would love to have the chance to talk with you one on one and to see how I may be able to help you with the anxiety that you're facing, with where you want to go in your life, and how that anxiety is creating an obstacle for you. This is something that I specialize in my work. I have helped several clients and students to see their anxiety as a doorway into a deeper understanding of themselves and to be able to experience greater self compassion as you tap more deeply into your natural wisdom. To book your free breakthrough session today, simply go to the link that I'm going to provide down below or ournaturalwisdom.com/breakthrough. This is a private one-on-one phone call where we talk specifically about what is going on for you and how eco-intuitive life coaching can make a difference in your life. I've been through it and I'm here to support you. And so is Mother Earth. So if you are interested, please go to ournaturalwisdom.com/breakthrough. Thanks so much. Have a beautiful day.